I'll have to look it up. You simply take the west road into the Stone Hills. Or you can take the King's Road to Icall, then cross the river bridge there, go to Goblin Town, then follow Elm Hill and go up to the Stone Hills. That would actually save you almost a full day if you did the Icall route.
That was the one I'd prefer.
All right, so you still end up at nightfall at Old Bridge. Luckily, there's plenty of room at the inns this time of year with the tourney season over. And your only encounter there is camped outside town on the south side of the river is a large group of pilgrims, over 100 of them, that are on their way to Icall to visit the cathedral there.
Oh, sir.
If you guys want to spend the nice, it depends. If you want a nice inn, it's 8 silvers each. If you want a flop house, it's 2 silvers each.
You know,
Flop house. We can share rooms.
Bill's gonna hang out with the pilgrim,
Perfectly acceptable. You just have to get up early for mass.
sir. He's been around.
Oh, and there's free food in the morning if you go to mass. So
Bill's gonna do that because he wants to be around clerics.
you have a nice quiet evening.
Out with,
Yep.
you know, them only magi under dark magic.
Well, the great thing is if you guys volunteer to help with guards, which is not onerous, you end up getting free food and board.
Yeah, Gold volunteers the guard. He's a second level fighter. He's a warrior type.
You can tell that Bill's been working the system for years. Yeah. So you guys have to spend any money. You have to spend any money. You just have to listen to the mass and everything in the morning. And by the way, because you guys stick around for mass at the Pilgrims, everyone gets a +1 on their next saving throw only.
So now I'm at +2.
Nice.
Because we still got that thing from the Korean.
Right. Hey, listen, that stuff stacks. I think Jennifer's record was a +9 on her next save, and it really paid off. All right, so let's see. If you head west, you're going to pass through Ham on Wye, which is the favorite name for a village amongst the standard players in the entire town, entire area. And at noontime, you can have lunch at the Dripping Blade, famed because that's where one of the Overkings of the Orcs was killed. And they actually have his sword over the wall. And then just at sunset, you make it into a call and can stay at one of 2 inns. Either the Golden Throne, which is a gold piece per person per night, plus a silver piece per horse. Or
Fancy.
it's quite fancy, but you don't have to pay extra for food. Or it's 6 silver pieces total for you and your horses combined. That includes the mount, the mules and stuff. And that's at the Drover's Palace.
Ooh,
I say
palace.
Yeah, Golden Palace. We're rich people. We have I have over 200 gold pieces.
Okay, so you drop some coin. Let's see if anything happens there. Oh, did we drop some money?
I'm
No.
cheap, so no. Also,
You guys been
Dismas
listening?
owes me money.
Disposition money. Okay. So and
We're going
that
to work
happens
out a
with
payment
always.
plan.
So let's see. The next day, you guys you have 2 choices. When you swing north, heading to Goblin Town means that you're only going to be able to end the night north of Elm Hill at the Johnson Farm. If you don't go to Goblin Town, you can get all the way up to what's called the Last Tower. Hold on, guys. I'm going to mute you for just a second. There's a question here in the house. Just a moment.
I think the options, Rogue, to answer your question
All right, I'm
for
back.
sleeping was a gold plus a silver per mount, or 6 silver, all told, were the 2 options.
Take that 6 silver there.
Yeah, 1 gold plus 1 silver, or 6 silver, your choice. I assume that you guys are going for the 1 gold because
I
frankly,
have
you get a
gold
little-
for you. It's $4.99 now, Rogue.
So you give me 1 gold. Okay.
Oh, and I
Paying
cited
for
my
it.
charisma incorrectly because it was 14. I opened the wrong sheet.
Probably just saying, guys, what the heck's going on out there, guys?
$4.99 Dismas.
Oh, sure. All right. You just found out there's cops in the Corland behind our house looking around, so we're keeping an eye out. Just so you know.
Oh, lovely.
If you hear sudden gunfire, it's not a big deal. It's just the south.
Totally in a weird place.
So the great thing about a call, especially this time of year, is you guys are just at the very beginning of high summer.
Because midsummer just ended.
Just midsummer just ended. And the beginning of high summer is the music, is called the Music Week here at a call. And bards are in from all over the area to do various performances. So there's a party atmosphere. Oddly enough, this is not seen as a big festival yet because it's very regional. And that's one of the reasons why it's a little expensive to stay here tonight. But that means the town is very peaceful because you have a lot of guards on the street keeping the peace.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ekull is a town of about 9,000 people, which is pretty substantial for Frontier Kingdom.
Mhm.
And the next morning, you guys can continue. So the big question is, are you going to take the jaunt to Goblin Town or continue on straight?
Bill wanted to go to Goblin Town. I assume he didn't find what he wanted among the.
Oh no, I was I'm looking for some basic hirelings because we're gonna be going underground. We can get some goblins. They actually have senses similar to dwarves for.
They do. Goblins are very similar to dwarves.
Yeah,
So
I think that's a good idea.
You can actually do a quick hireling search if you want to
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
just gonna hire some spearmen and stuff.
Wow, 96. Let me check the chart.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. Is that actually has?
I need the monster.
Monster manual. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Because I got my main chart here. You can actually hire on a team of. Is that right? 5 goblins. And they're what's called Cypress Scouts.
Ooh.
And they are proficient in searching underground. They're all armed with leather jack, small wooden shield, and mace and dagger. And they're proficient in scouting underground, looking for traps, deadfalls, depth underground, that sort of stuff. And the leader actually carries what's called a canary cage. It's a small, minorly enchanted device on his belt where it will light up brightly and save the canary when poison gases would otherwise kill it.
I remember.
By the way, that's based on a real thing. In real life,
I
miners would take canaries, but they had the system so if the canaries started to die, it would seal up and save them because they couldn't bear to kill the little birds.
Because the miners
I
would
remember
test
what I
the
mean.
canaries because they would, play music for them basically.
It's true. Now, they're not cheap.
How much?
All 5, one of them is a squad guy, one of them's a squad leader. They call him a boss. They only hire on in periods of a month. Even if it's less than that, the minimum is a month. And it's 5 silver pieces each plus food.
Okay, I got it. I
Yeah.
got them. I'm gonna buy them.
So it's 25 silver pieces up front, 2.5 gold.
Okay.
And they also say
You're taking the
they're
cost
only
bill?
defensive fighters. They only fight to protect themselves.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Go ahead. All right. So that's going to take a little while. You guys can still make it to Elm Hill by sunset. So you guys got the 5 goblins with their big, bright red tunics with the big white cross on the front and back.
Yep.
And you're going to have to spend a little bit of money. That's going to be a gold piece each for rations for a week.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm covering them.
You got it. And
I'm the best friends.
anything else you guys want to do in Goblin Town before you head out? Goblin Town by itself, by the way, is over 1,200 souls. It's actually technically the 5th largest town in all of Seaward.
Mm.
It's half human, or elven, or half elven, but it's got a lot of goblins, a fair number of kobolds, and perhaps the most striking is there are 9 families of half ogres that are 2nd or 3rd generation half ogres only.
Wow.
I was gonna read. There's been a recent influx of goblins.
Well, they actually there's a separate section of the town's divided in 2. There's an internal palisade, and the other palisade is for the 1st generation of goblins and stuff that have converted. They're not treated a lot differently, but they're not allowed to have positions as guards or leaders in that first generation after they convert. All right, so I definitely have to do the Goblin Town supplement next.
Yeah.
You guys make it to Elm Hill by sunset, and so far you've completely missed all of the encounters except for one. It's almost sundown. You can see the palisades around Elm Hill, which is a palisaded town ahead of you. When you hear distant flute music, and on a nearby rock, you see a bunch of little barley cakes and wine. But the wine goblets are about the size of a shot glass.
I don't know, guys. I feel real urged to put my sword inside out right now.
What do you guys do?
We don't touch it or look
Not
at it
as-
too much.
It's not as bad as the ugly ponies, but it
You know
does
what?
skews me out pretty bad.
You have a what?
Do I have an oat cake on me? I have iron rations.
Yeah, you guys have iron ration.
I put an oat cake down.
Put down an oat cake, sure.
Oh, offerings. All right.
Yeah. It's
Can I
obvious.
top- Do any of the cups need to be topped off? I have a skin of wine that I carry.
No, they're all full.
Sounds like we give them some stuff and we just...
All right, you guys move along, and within an hour, you're inside Elm Hill, which is a lovely town of about 300 people in about 55 buildings. It has a stout wooden wall and a guard tower on each end of the road that goes through it, south and northwest. And this is home to the very famous inn called The Last Inn on the Left. And it has standard prices for a royal way stop of 5 silvers per person and horse per night.
5 silvers for what?
For each person and horse, that's combined. The mules stay for free, and that includes breakfast.
Do I need to pay for... Oh, those are paid for goblins.
I appreciate it. Oh, what is it? And I'm in the DMG.
Oh, good thing I offered them phase the oat cake. Hopefully they like it.
Oh, unfortunately in the west there's a lot of fae, but you knew that. Oh, one of the things about Elm Hill is there are 2 families of fairy who live here, by the way.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh wow!
It's one of the few places in the south where they live permanently. All right, and in the morning, as you guys are heading out, you're surprised by a group of the people called the Travelers. They're wandering musicians and tinkers and stuff. They travel in wagons, and they're renowned for their honesty and their reliability. But other than that, there's nothing between you. You go by Johnson's farm at noon. And you go by the last tower about 2 hours later, and you are now officially beyond the frontier and in the wilderness of the Stone Hills.
Oh boy.
okay.
According to your map, the place you're going in your notes, the place you're going to is about 2 hours away, and it's about 3 hours to sunset.
You know, maybe we should just hang out here for the rest of the day, guys.
So we're still
Yeah, I
in
won't
the
object to that.
more the open, not the hills area.
Yeah, if you stop here for the night, you're going to be at the last tower, which is literally the last tower. It is not even stone. It's a 30-foot tall wooden tower that's coated in what's called soaked pine. It's pine that's been treated so it's fireproof. And it's got a guard shift of 10 guys, 3 per shift plus a sergeant. And it's literally just to watch the road from the edges of the Stone Hills. You're allowed to camp here, but the only thing you're going to get is in the morning you can refill your water skins and stuff from the well they've got inside the tower.
Good deal.
It's all good.
Yeah, that sounds good to set up camp. And
All right, so next morning is the 5th day.
1 unit of rations consumed.
And
Consumed.
unfortunately, it's misty today. It's not too hot, but there's a light mist. It's not even really reducing your visibility, but you're
It's
muggy
annoying.
and damp constantly. Yay.
This is annoying.
And you should be to where you're going in about 2 hours if you have been given good information.
And this is the tree at the end of the road lead, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So you get to the tree at the end of the road, and you now have a series of instructions that tell you to go to your west-southwest past a red rock until you see a large hill that's been burned. And then you go due north for 1 mile and look for the hidden entrance.
How helpful.
The scout helps a lot. I'm rolling for you, scout. I was able to figure that out. And it's only another hour, and you're in this area, and you're pretty sure the entrance has to be around here somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna use my the luck, the additional luck I have with the sword, and go looking for a secret door.
Right? I got you. I roll those checks.
Thank you.
Well, you don't know if you roll a 1, I say there's nothing there. You know there's nothing there. If I roll and tell you there's nothing there, you don't know. All right. It doesn't take you too long, and sure enough, behind it's almost an optical illusion of 2 pine trees and 2 boulders that look like they're a solid wall, but they actually are separated, and you get behind them, and there is a tunnel. It goes into the side of a big iron hill. Stone hill, excuse me.
Well, I guess this is why we brought goblins.
Yeah, I'll go check it out for you.
Bill will be doing that communication because Dismas is not comfortable around goblins, even
I
good
believe
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a quick scout. They'll be right back. They head off. They actually get into the tunnel. You see them all pause for a few minutes as their eyes adjust. They go off, and within 2 minutes, they're back. Oh, it's a short tunnel. About 30 feet, ends in a door.
Well, that's a good sign.
Do we want to send? We've got the horses and mules that need to be watched. Do you want to
There's
leave?
a gap where the boulders are. There's a gap that you could hide them behind the boulders and tree. One of the boulders and trees will be invisible, just like the optical illusion hides the entrance.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. So who do we want to go into the cave? Dismas needs to go.
We're all going in.
All right.
Yeah, I think we'll all go together. And that takes the goblins too, right?
Yeah, because we need them to be on the back.
Oh, they're really good at guarding the back. They really are.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. Who's on point?
You
For
want
this,
me to-
for this to be Dismas, I think.
Yeah, you have me.
And he's got a sword, right?
Correct.
All right. So Dismas goes ahead, and about 30 feet down, there is a large oaken door bound with iron. It does not appear to be locked, but it is swollen shut.
Do I detect any traps?
Your sword's
And
not
this is-
vibrating now.
Sword's not vibrating, and I don't.
Well, let me check for you. You detect no traps.
All right. Well, I've got 16 strength, so I believe the sword gives the pluses to any check.
Any check that's in your favor. Throw me a d6.
All right. Well, I gotta go. Oh, wait, we have a die channel.
As a catch up, Rick.
Where's my dice? Way off there. There we go. And
Or I could spell roll correctly.
Kanga and Rue.
Yeah. It's the Australian style.
Alrighty. Sure. You pop that door right open, and you're lucky. On the other side, there's a ledge about 3 feet deep, and then there's a crevasse. It's about 6 feet across. On the other side is another 3 foot deep indent, and on the other side is a door. At the bottom of the crevasse, you can hear running water, and it appears the water comes to the right and flows to your left. You can see where there had been some sort of rope bridge anchored here in the past, but it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, so the crevasse extends into the dark on either side.
Way
So
off
there's
into
a-
the dark, yes.
Okay.
Marin looking at his compass. What's the heading of this? The heading of the crevasse? Lengthwise?
Oh, you guys can see the sun. The crevasse is almost exactly due north and south. You're coming from the east, and the door on the other side is on the west.
Okay. How wide's the crevasse?
Only 6 feet.
Only 6 feet. And there's a 3-foot landing on the other side. How wide are these landings?
Oh, 3 feet on each side, and with the door open, you can get a good 12-foot running start if you want to.
Oh, I mean, how wide? How many people can we fit?
It's 8 to 10 feet wide on both sides.
It's enough for 2 men.
Yeah.
And that entrance between the mouth of the cave and the door was about 30 feet.
About 30 feet. Just enough that it's really dark here, yeah.
Okay, I
Is
got a
there
rough
any
map going.
reason? Is there any reason that the halfling couldn't make the running jump?
You don't
Any-
think so?
Any harder than any of us? I'm just thinking. I think you're the strongest by far, Dismas, and somebody's gonna have to open the door on the other side.
Yeah.
I got a 14, if that helps.
If we, maybe tie a rope in case I go, so I don't get swept away.
Here's a bowline knot.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Armpits. If you fall, it'll hurt, but you'll be alive.
Dexterity is 17.
All right, let me roll a check here right for you.
Come on, sword.
And
Love you,
you don't
sword.
have to roll anything. You're just fine. It's only 6 feet. With a running
Oh.
start, rope on you make it across.
Okay. Examine the door both ways.
Okay, when you look at the door, you can see that there used to be some sort of glyph of warding on it, but it's been erased.
Okay. So, and I guess I could have read it if I.
But you can still read it. It's just been turned off.
Okay. And the sword's not vibrating. No other traps.
No, not at all. And yeah, I checked for you. You can read it, and it was a level drain ward.
Oh. Okay. Scholar powers come in handy.
They do.
So how does the rest of the party get across? I'm in the middle and plate. I don't think I can make a 6-foot jump.
You can actually do. You can indeed make a 6-foot jump.
Oh, those poor goblins, though.
Oh, the goblins! The goblins are gonna. They're actually getting ready. They're rigging up a 2-rope solution because there's posts on both sides to make to anchor a rope bridge. They're gonna do an upper lower rope, so you've got one to walk on and one to hold on, and they're gonna say monkey the paw these over there, and you can tie it up, and nobody has to jump anymore.
It's true.
And they just paid for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there's sappers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So that means they can reach the doors and nobody else can.
Well, they've already spiked the last door, so it won't close behind them. It's well shut.
Yeah, I like these guys.
Well, goblins have a lot of cunning, and these guys are professional miners that scout unknown mines. It's their job. All right, so now what?
What's beyond the door? I will go ahead and open it.
Okay, it's not jammed, so you open it right up, and there's a tunnel going straight ahead. It's about 10 feet wide and vanishes into the distance of your light. And there's a tunnel going to your right, same way, 10 feet wide, vanishes into the distance of your light.
All right.
Straight and right.
EMG, Sam. Who's got the best surprise in the Monster Manual, too?
Oh no.
Who's got the best surprise chances?
Probably the scout.
Scout.
Okay,
2 and
Scout,
3,
tell me-
or yeah. Need me to make the roll?
just D6. Let's check the dice channel.
4.
You're not surprised. You hear a skittering coming down the tunnel in front of you. At the edge of your light, you see a hunched-over white form running towards you, and it's moving very oddly as the light shows it more readily. You see that it is a 9-foot-tall skeleton, but it's got 2 rib cages, and each rib cage has a set of arms, and it's going between running on its legs and its forearm and its middle set of arms and standing upright. And on the top, it has 2 skulls attached to the spine with fangs. And as it runs towards you, you can hear it as the bones unnaturally rub together from its strange...
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're dead, man.
Initiative. It's a D6.
I got a 5.
We just get back across the bridge. I think we can probably cut the ropes or.
Oh,
When did this happen? When we're all over there? Are we all over there?
I was under the impression that at least the party was over there and the goblins on the far side.
Okay, good. Because I was worried it was us.
But it was just Dismas.
Yeah.
Space Sam.
Just a second.
where's my?
I forgot how it worked. You need a space. Here we go.
Hey! All right.
And,
I think we're all ready. We're going to roll. 1.
hang on.
Jumping
One,
back across
that's
the
a bunch
ravine.
of us. I'm gonna run up and attack him with my footman's flail.
Oh, flail. Well, good choice.
Yeah, Marin's gonna back across the other side, and then he's gonna grab his short sword and prepare to strike it. If it comes that close. Not sure you're gonna let that pass, but we'll see.
14. What was first level? Hide it. No, excuse me. You exceeded by 2. So you hit, do damage.
I haven't wielded my footman's flail yet, so I'm checking. Oh, is it large?
It is indeed large, sir.
Yeah. That'll be 6 damage.
Hey, you put a dent into it. That's nice to hear. Anyone else on 1?
I'm moving back across the ravine. I don't think we should be on this other side.
All right. 2.
Me.
What's your dex?
12.
You go first.
I swing at it with my mace.
Roll.
Oh crap! I was on 1. Yeah.
Ah, dang, I missed.
You misto. Okay. So let's see. The guy that hit it, I know who hit it. Do you guys remember who hit it? I remember who hit it.
Soren hit it.
So that's going to
What
be...
year?
Yeah, what's your armor type, buddy? What's your armor class, I should say?
It's plate and mail with a shield.
Okay, gotcha.
The free.
So 3 or 2, I say for some reason on here.
Dex, you got good dex.
I think that might be a problem. No, I don't think it's the dex. I think it's just an error. So 3.
It is. In amazing sequence of events, all 4 claw attacks and one of the bites miss. But one of the fanged mouths does clamp down on your shoulder. And it does 4 points of damage.
Oh.
I wonder what his horrible rend routine is like.
You don't want to know.
What happens when you're at half a hit point left?
Oh,
You can't attack and you're at half movement.
you have movement, you can't attack, but once you get healed, you're going to be all better.
Yeah, you don't have the long recovery time being dropping below 0. Actually, it gives you interest distance. Which is basically you're out for the rest of the day.
In other words, you probably fall down and play dead. Probably your best bet.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone else.
Can I get behind it to stab it or flank it to stab it?
You know what? Give me a D20. What was busy eating your friend?
And I'm sneaky and agile.
I'm still on the far side of the bridge.
And your friend made it really try hard to eat it.
That doesn't help. Dex of 17.
Are you striking from behind? Don't forget.
+2.
+2.
To 10.
So 10, and you still missed by a point and a half, 2 points.
Now,
Okay.
with the sword, with my strength and the sword, it's +2 to hit.
Oh,
Or no, it's plus one. It's plus one to hit with the
You
sword.
tied it. Go ahead.
Hey.
All right, so I need a
Vanguard comes last.
D8. Let's see. Sorry, I'm slow. I can't find my actual dice.
That happens all the time.
Oh, come on. So plus 2.
Don't forget.
So it's
magic.
You get the magic of the sword and your strength, right? You get strength?
right. Yep.
It falls down in pieces.
That's right.
It falls down out of the right eye socket of the right head and the left eye socket of the left head. 2 gemstones roll out as it shatters.
I ain't tossing those. Those are cursed.
Bill's paranoid and superstitious.
Yeah.
That's why I'm playing the 9 wisdom. He's actually too superstitious and paranoid compared to other people.
Do we want to?
His fingers. He spills salt all the time.
Yeah.
He buys wards against witches with his spare money. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's dead.
Merrin sweeps some of that salt up with some of the rocks, extra flavoring.
Do we want to burn and detect magic on those gems or do anything with them?
Yeah, just like sweep them up into a
Bag
like,
without
little
touching?
purse or something. We can
Okay.
combine them to the pile and say, okay, later.
Oh, pardon.
Thorin
Go ahead.
rolls over and opens one eye. Did we get him?
He got him. And Brother Kai. Hey, Soren, you're at full hit points.
Yay!
Hey.
Not hard to be.
And that's why Brother Kai is alone.
Yeah. So we don't all die.
So,
Want to take the right tunnel or the center tunnel?
the goblins are now prepared to move over to this side of the crevasse.
Can I get a
They're right
description of
at
the area beyond the door here?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can I get a description of what the area is like beyond the
Sure.
door here?
Beyond the door is flush with the wall on this side. There's a tunnel that's 10 feet wide going to your right, and a tunnel 10 feet wide going straight ahead to you. Both of them vanish into the darkness.
And we just killed something that came from straight ahead, so that seems
Correct.
possibly safer to go that way because we killed the stuff there, or more dangerous
Maybe
because there
the
could be
right
more
side.
stuff there.
Maybe we go to the right side to make sure one of those things doesn't sneak up behind us.
American move silently and check. Well, he has a light, so he can't do that.
I prefer to run away from my problems and not confront them, Bill.
Well, the goblins make their morale checks, so they're not going to demand that 2 of them stay behind to guard the exit.
You're
Oh,
just
good.
like, no, would be my argument.
All right, guys, I'm going to pause for just a second. Sam?
Okay.
Use this if you can. It might be the deputy coming down.
Yeah, just take it.
All right, so that gives us time to talk. Do we want to go straight ahead where we think we might have cleared it already, or to the
For
right
sake
where
of my
there might
map,
be?
I'd like to
movement?
go either west or south.
Well, west is the entrance.
I think east or south
East is
are our
entrance, I
options.
thought.
Oh,
Or do I have to?
yeah.
Oh.
I got
I
it
don't know.
mislabeled probably.
On my map, I definitely put the entrance on the east, on the west. I put the entrance
Yeah.
on the west, but I have to admit that I wasn't paying a lot of attention.
That's what because the stream that crossed that tunnel went north south, and we were
Yeah.
on the left hand side of it, so it had to be the west. Is how
Or-
I got that.
Were we
So
on the
this-
left-hand side? I feel like that was kind of a 50-50 on my part when I put it that way.
Oh, that's how I drew it.
Yeah, I drew it
Um,
that way too.
Okay, when Rick comes back, I have the compass.
Oh yeah. The
So
so I can. Well, it only works outside. We've got we got to remember I didn't bring him up, but we've got Cosmin who's splint end shield with I guess the appropriate weapon would be the broadsword. So we have another fighter type. I don't have any of his stats. Rick didn't give me his sheet yet or anything. So,
Yeah.
but we need to not forget that we have a third fighter.
okay.
Well, 2.5.
Yeah. The
I like Bill's argument for clearing the side that we didn't have something come up on us because it could be something coming up behind. But I also like the idea of just going where we think we already cleared something.
and if the goblins are behind us, as we move down the tunnel, then
Yeah.
then we'd have a rear guard,
It's true.
and they'll fight to defend themselves. And if they're between us and the monster, then they're fighting to defend us.
Did we decide to take the gems despite Bill's suspicions?
Yes. Yeah, I think I just rolled them into a small bag. On my character sheet, I actually list a bunch of small random bags, kind of Indiana Jones sandbags kind of thing.
Perfect. Uh-huh. So if we have the goblins taking up the rear, do we think right or ahead?
I mean, is it protecting something? And how? I mean, it's a hill. I don't know how big a hill it is. So I don't know. I could go either way. I like the idea of we've taken out one threat down this way.
Yeah.
Or I guess it came after us. We could, if we walk, and it came after us just basically by me going through the door and us entering into the crossroad.
Right. And nothing else has showed up, so it seems like probably we could count on there not being anything really close by on the right.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go straight.
And there was noise, and we made noise, so investigatory things might have come, and we've got the goblins behind us.
Yeah.
I guess would be the thought process I would use to justify making a horrible decision.
I think there's good justifications either way, in that you could turn it any way you want. But I'm in favor of going straight ahead.
Find my dice bag.
Got
Well, that's my vote. If we're
got 16 sets of dice in my backpack right here because I took them to work to play with the interns.
This is weird. I was moving my living room around, and I had oh, there it is. There you are, Crown Royal bag, old school.
So I'm confused, Rogue. You're saying that there's a road to the south and to the west, but the road to the south was definitely to the right as we came through the door. So we must have been going east when we came through the door.
I was doing some little keeping there since. I also have the question of, do I have all of my gold on my horse, or do I also have? I was able to buy a strong box, so a bunch of little questions like that.
Yeah,
Old Bridge is our home base, so we could have done some banking there.
And that's where you stash the chest with the dude, and you can store your extra stuff in it that you're not taking with you. So, I think administratively, I think we'd probably be able to hand wave that.
Sure, we'll say Old Bridge. We dropped it off when we passed through.
At the same place that we had left our other stuff before.
Yeah, that's kind of home base.
I had it written down that I didn't drop something off in Esber, so that's where the confusion came in. But if we stopped, I could have said I also stopped at a money changer and I got some extra silver, because that was another problem I was having.
I think that Old Bridge is where our original home base was.
Yeah.
It's possible that we were thinking about moving it to Esber, but I don't think we had yet.
I'll call it Old Bridge, and I'm also going to add myself a few extra units of food for my horses, because it's something I'm tracking.
I think we were in
we have 6 days
Esber for the hunt.
Rain. We're 1 day away from Elm Tree, right?
Yeah.
Or
Elm Hill. Yeah. 2.
Yeah,
because we stopped at the tower.
We went 2 days, but we could have made it in 1 day, right? So if we left now, we could make it to Elm Hill.
And what's the food? It's like what, 75 or a fourth of the food is grazing, or
that I don't know.
Don't remember the rule there. I don't think it exists anymore, because it's either in this channel, or if it's not, well,
Yeah. If it's in this channel, it's pretty deep, but
I think for this set, as long as we're not do anything egregiously stupid, like, oh no, we keep going, oh no, we keep going. There's a little bit of, we're not sitting around the table and have more, and have a lot of time to cover the off channel stuff. So I don't think we need to be too worried about, we want to track it just so we get used to doing that or do it right. But I don't think Rick's going to burn us on it. Oh, by the way, you're out of food.
Got it.
Yeah.
no, he's certainly trusting us to do our own tracking.
Yeah.
'Cause he hasn't asked at all what our food situation is.
Yeah. I think there's kind of maybe do some default setting stuff where it's we always have X,
All right, guys, I'm back.
Yep, we're
All
back.
right.
It turns out we have a 2-county manhunt for an armed fugitive that was spotted 50 yards to my back fence.
Again?
We need a hard target search of every
Remember?
doghouse, outhouse, cat house.
They're coming to visit you, Rick. That's why they're getting out of prison.
Well, messed up is because of the core land here. If you want to run, I'm going to run in the woods. So, yeah, we get a lot of that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I got my 410 and some ammo out just in case, but the deputies are pretty sure he was moving in the opposite direction.
And the cops are literally outside our door discussing what their next move, so we're fine.
Oh, by the way,
Yep.
Be a pretty dumb place for him to be hanging out at this point.
All right, so let's get back to it. So,
All right.
yes, you came west into the tunnel, crossed west over the crevasse, and now you're in this tunnel complex that goes north and west.
Okay, so
Oh,
north
right.
and west, not south and east.
All right, then. Rogue was right. I was wrong.
Well, I think we all needed to correct some things because we all agreed that there was a south.
Yeah, right.
Well, remember, the crevasse goes south, so that stream or whatever is the bottom of the crevasse, that's running you south.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
We
had
were
it
arguing if
I
it
had-
was east
I had it
and
running the wrong
west
way.
or east and south or west and south, but there's a north on there for sure.
All right. I think we decided that we're gonna have the goblins follow us up if that's how they want to move it forward.
Yeah, they want to stay with the
And
group. They like the guys with the swords and stuff.
And
Yeah.
maces, and they actually
Yeah.
killed the thing.
And I forgot to mention, but of course,
Go on.
Corbin.
Cosmin.
Cosmin, thank you. Wow.
I mean,
Wait,
Dang
so
it.
you guys,
Well, we do have need for a corpsman, funnily.
yeah, he's so Cosmin he's armored and everything, so he's up with me. I didn't mention that
Okay.
when we were fighting the thing, but he's
and
not.
also, don't forget Bill the fighter.
Build a fire, and don't forget that when you roll initiative, you can roll for Cosmin too.
Well, I don't know what his mods would be, but okay.
He doesn't have one. He's just a dude.
Just a dude playing a dude, pretend to be the other dude.
He's a dude. I'm a dude, man.
All right. Well, I'll move with the sword out and petting it very nicely for doing a very good job. Heading down the. I guess we're heading straight past the corpse or bones,
Okay.
and
You go about 20 feet ahead of you, which is going to be 60 feet from the intersection. You see a door on the right and the left, and the tunnel continues on.
Let's open these doors first.
all right. I will check both doors with sword and my own sword augmented detect trap skills.
All right. And neither one of them detects as trapped.
All right.
you want to
Well,
take
then
the
we're
north first?
Do you want to open
60
it?
feet from intersection. I've given up on making it to scale.
Who's open that north door?
I'll open the north door, sure.
Okay, you open the north door. Beyond it, you're in the middle of the south wall. It's 30 feet wide east to west, 20 feet deep north to south. It's a regular room. And in the left corner is a pile of what looks like melted rock or crushed rock that's been covered with water until it's turned together into a sludge. and on the right is a huge metal device. It looks about 3 feet wide, 2 feet deep. It's on wheels, and it looks like a giant kitchen sink almost. And in it is some sort of liquid that has a scum across the top. Other than that, the room is empty.
What was that distance internally?
20 feet deep, 30 feet wide, doors
Big.
centered in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
20.
Long.
Do the sappers recognize the material or anything, as
That's
much
a
as
good
they're willing to
question.
examine?
They're like, can't you smell that? That's acid.
Mm.
In the sink.
Yeah, they explain to you that this looks like an ore washing room.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's strong vinegar that they use to wash ore before it's put into a blast furnace.
The room probably smells sulfur too. That comes out
Yes,
quite a
absolutely.
lot.
I'll take a quick trip around the walls, avoiding touching anything particularly nasty looking, and see if I pop any secret doors on the circuit.
Keep an eye on the hall.
Too.
You do not, sir.
All right. Well, that means there aren't any.
The way it works.
Okay, do we want to exit this room and check the other door?
Yeah.
Okay. Soren, do you want to bravely open the door again?
Okay, I'll be brave and noble.
Merritt will have a pair of arrows ready, just
We
All right.
the skeletons. I'm taking point.
I bet you are. All right, you guys continue on.
No, we're
Are you
not.
going to the south door? You
Uh,
open the south door?
Yeah.
South door. Okay, surprise check from the scout.
Okay.
Okay, unless it's something that's exceptional, we're not surprised with the scout.
You're not surprised. There's a big spider web right in front of the door, but it's just a standard spider web, and the spider's dead.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Dead or dead?
It's dead. However, your sword starts trembling very slightly.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, nobody go through that door.
Does anyone have
Can we-
a torch lit up? We might be able to get some utility out of just, burning it.
I'm going
so we can see
to do that right now because we're not currently fighting. Bill has his torch out.
Yes, Bill has his torch out. That's true.
He has his shield and his torch.
What's Bill doing?
I wanted to throw a femur in there.
He is standing just outside the door, looking around.
Oh,
I can
Oh,
stand back out of the way.
Beyond the spiderweb, your light reveals a tunnel that goes off and it branches immediately in a dizzying array. Out to 40 feet, you see at least 7 side tunnels going off, as wide as 10 feet and as narrow as 3.
Yeah.
South door? Or
Yeah, this is that south door. So at least 7 tunnels spidering off, all kinds of different sizes.
Appropriate word.
what's the
I-
approximate size of this room here?
Oh, there's no room. It
It's
just a
literally
tunnel.
is a maze of passages going off.
I don't like that. I say we just
I say we close the door
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
goblin spike
and have the
it,
goblins spike it closed.
Yep.
and
we
just
pretend
leave it
that door-
alone.
Yeah.
What door? I don't see no door.
Yeah. I just write in Sock, there is no honor in this place, and we go.
Bill's paranoid is showing. All right.
Wait a minute.
So we
Where'd
have
one of our spikes go?
Oh, each of the goblins carries 3 spikes and a mallet.
Yeah, but we're missing one. Where'd that go?
Well, you're not sure if that door dead ends because all those tunnels vanished into the darkness.
Yeah, no, there's no honor in that place.
Not,
We're not going.
not that one. The one where we're across the across
Oh, the one with the
south
acid for ore washing. That was a dead end.
Yeah, that's this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So straight down the corridor we continue.
Continue.
All right. Not too far. You go down about another 20, 30 feet, and that means that you're going. You see ahead of you. This is going to be 120 feet from the door. On the right wall is a large door, and the tunnel continues on, and you see it glitter of something on the floor at the very edge of your light, just past that door.
Like a metallic glitter or like a wet glitter?
A metallic glitter.
So the tunnel just, I missed the room description. I'm sorry.
The tunnel goes on, and 120 feet from the crevasse door on the right wall is a large door, at least 20 feet wide. And there's some sort of glittering of metal coming from the floor by the door and going on to the darkness past it.
Oh, okay. How far are we from that big door?
50 to 60 feet.
Okay, so we see it in the distance ahead, basically.
In the distance ahead, correct.
I guess I can move carefully down the hallway.
All right, as you get down, the light reveals it, and you see that the door has notches at its base, and the glittering is tracks, like a train, coming along the corridor that go in through past that door. The door itself is 18 feet wide, and it splits in the middle. It's a double door set, and it's 20 feet high. And the entire thing is sheathed in bronze.
Rust-proof.
Is this set in the west wall?
North wall.
North wall. Okay.
And then the tunnel and tracks continue beyond it as far as we can see.
It continues beyond, but from here you can see that it gently curves off to your right towards the north.
Okay, will that be probably the active workings of the mine?
Mm-hmm.
How large are these notches with the tracks coming out of them?
Oh, just barely large enough for the tracks, but you see that it's sort of like a divot on both sides. They can swing open, so they don't block the tracks. But
yeah, it rides on the tracks. Okay.
How wide's the corridor we've been walking? I presume 10 feet, but...
Yeah, it varies a little bit. It's between 10 and 12 feet. It's a little irregular.
Kind of rough. Okay.
Do the goblins recognize the style of mining that was used on these tunnels?
This is classic dwarven design. They even point out that the tunnels are carved in such a way they need no buttressing or reinforcement. The reason it gets wider and narrower is they're using the natural strength of the stone, so they don't have to do any extra work, not one extra step.
Might be warming to these goblins. These ones.
Oh, they appreciate good craftsmanship. They even tell you they were taught this because the mine supervisor back in Goblin Town is a dwarven master miner from Huzdun, who comes down to train the goblins and the orcs in mining.
Oh.
Okay.
Huzdun has a shockingly good relationship with Goblin Town.
Huh.
Is that +1 to hit?
Yeah, they're not intimidated, and these guys can work hard.
Do the doors I guess are the tracks? Does anything trigger any sort of nervousness, trap sensing?
No, you are a little surprised that the tracks themselves don't seem to be corroded at any point, even though they are obviously unused for a great deal of time.
Must be a bit of chrome or nickel in them.
Well, it makes me want to come back with a crew and peel them out of there and sell them.
Eastern Europe steel and copper wire.
All I can think of is the great George the Jungle cartoon, Steel Track.
Is there any noticeable locking or securing mechanism on the outside of the doors that we can see?
A very simple latch mechanism. They've got the big round door handles to pull them open, and it's obvious if you just twist the one on the right about a quarter turn, it will unlatch the door so they swing open.
And they swing open inward?
Outward towards you, actually, which is very strange.
Huh. And there's enough room for them to swing flat against the wall?
Yes, they're only about 9 feet across individually, so they can easily swing out, and then the hinges are on this side, so they lay flat against the wall. And you notice the tunnel here is a little wider, so when they're open, they wouldn't block the tunnel in any way.
Do we want to open the doors and see what's beyond?
You
that
tell me.
that
I'm
appear.
the dungeon master.
Well, I'm asking the party.
You know, that's gonna get.
It appears the sorry.
No,
I
no.
take things at face value.
50 experience points. Write it down. 50 experience points. Write it down.
50?
Yeah.
I take things literally. If we
I'm all for continuing past these doors and saving them for dessert.
okay, all right, because my thought is the doors are the destination of whatever's coming in, so it's going to be where the processed stuff and equipment and things probably are. Would be my mindset, but I'm okay with going past them.
I think we'll find good stuff in there. Just happy to hit it on the way. Well, I guess if it's everything we're hoping for, we could just leave with it. So I could go either way.
And that's why we wouldn't want to. If those tracks are going deeper into the mine, I imagine the corridor we looked at, those 7 branching tunnels, that was an older part of the
That was
mine
going-
was exhausted or inhabited by something else.
And it was off to the south. So the curved hall is heading north.
Yep.
Away from that. Yeah, I guess the thing is, do we want to check this, see what's behind these doors, or do we want to go deeper into the mine first? And I'm not sure how long we want to delve and then come back and delve and come back if we can check closer sooner.
Let's secure the top zone near the entrance as best we can. I realize we're not a big company, but I'd still give me a sense of relief, at least knowing we're kind of safe at our back here.
Yeah. So is it? I guess my position is I think we should open the doors and at least see what's behind them. We can always close them again.
Yeah, I think we close them. I would say we open the door.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
One of us has to stop whatever's coming in, trying to come in while we close the doors.
Oh well, yeah. The other, I guess, the door opens. There's probably room for us to sneak around the edge of the door if it partly open and partly blocks the tunnel. So we can also use the door itself as a barrier and hold it. And then we only have to defend a space between the edge of the door and the wall if something really nasty comes at us.
Yep. My thought exactly. Yeah, but actually a pretty nice, secure position.
So we're gonna try to just open the one door on the
near side.
On the east side, the near side. Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's. I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
I got a hand free.
I'll be ready to look in as you do it.
Okay. So Dismas is turning the knob and opening the near side door for someone else to be able to look inside. Put their face on the outside of the cover.
It's sealed, so he gets that bonus to his save and throws.
What?
No, we'll do it for his sealed. He has this sealed with clear vision.
That's right. You put the shield up in front of your face.
Ill.
I'll do it that way, so I get a +2 on my saving throws versus any gaze attacks, and can reroll the failed save.
All right.
And you got the +1.
Yeah.
Bill in front with his riot shield. I like it.
Okay. Well,
let's
do it.
Someone grab my
that.
horse.
The doors naturally they swing back like they were.
Torch.
They're perfectly balanced and oiled,
They only open one.
and it swings back noiselessly. Beyond, the door immediately opens up. It's on the edge of a circular space, slightly oval, I should say. So you get the narrow end of the oval that stretches out 100 feet to the far side, and its widest, which is about 60 feet away, it's 80 feet wide. And in the middle is a massive tower made of what looks like some sort of strange brick that reaches almost to the ceiling 90 feet above. There's a scaffolding around it, and near the top you see tubes, 3 of them, one going east, one going west, and you can just see it, one going north, stretching off from the top. There's entrances at each level of the 3 levels of the scaffolding, and facing you is a massive iron door, and in front of it is a sort of ramp made of more of these bricks. You've never seen bricks like these before in your life. They're the size of a granite block that's used to make towers. So they're 3 by 2 feet, but they're obviously made bricks of some strange material. And on the side, you see all sorts of giant ceramic flasks made of stoneware, like you use for pickling, all along the edges, but they appear to be empty.
I don't.
On the northeast edge is a door that stretches off, that seems to go off towards that direction.
Okay. The iron door is on the northeast edge, or is that a separate door?
There's a separate door leading from this chamber on the northeast edge of the chamber.
Okay.
And
Was
the
there-
iron
what was
door
the-
is into the
Yeah.
pillar.
The iron door I mentioned with the ramp goes right into this tower thing in the middle of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody said they think they know what it is.
No, I have no clue what this is.
And
I
the tower was in the middle or near the back? I think it was near the back.
Well, actually, the goblins will actually tell you exactly what it is.
There we go. Air something, I think.
It's a blast furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The various levels for adding coal and agents and oxidizers and stuff as you cook the ore in a blast furnace. The ramp would have had materials on it that are apparently taken away along with the coal and the reagents. So when the metal was finally purified and distilled, and all the impurities distilled off, it would be poured out into roundels or ingots or bars or whatever.
and put it onto the track and.
Question in Dice
But this
Channel.
place is obviously cleaned out on purpose. But some time ago, but it's still quite. They say it would only take about 6,000 or 7,000 gold pieces to get this place back up and running as a full dwarven blast furnace.
That is so close to my map, James. I'm like, that is almost identical to my map. So
Yeah.
our maps are good. We are consistent with each other.
Good.
Okay, so do we want to? If we go and look at the door, might we find any evidence of what was being? I mean, well, it's a blast furnace. It's got to be iron or a hard metal. It's not.
Yeah.
Gem.
It's not being
it's
used
not,
for
it's not
stuff metal.
valuable metal. He
It's
wrong
not
word.
even hard.
Platinum and stuff, tough to do
Probably
things.
where
Right?
they're
Oh,
building the
okay.
rails.
Oh, good idea. So do we want to check out the northeast door or close this up, make a note of how awesome it is, and that if once we get rich, we can turn this sucker back on?
Was this 80
It was
feet
sick.
across, or was it?
You need a good bridge before we can turn it back on, though.
Well, we can hire that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Hey, you guys are killing me. I love it.
I like the northeast door.
I got
Yeah,
people
let's
for
try
that.
that. Let's just clear this out. Who knows what's over there? Probably
Okay.
all skeletons are holding to die, but
As long as we're going this way.
Which way are you going?
that door-
We're gonna look at the northeast door.
The northeast door actually has got dwarven runes on it. And it's a standard door about 6 feet wide, 8 feet high.
Anybody read dwarf?
No.
Other than the scholar?
I don't have dwarf. I don't think.
Or scholars have the ability to decipher script like a thief
Oh,
reads
that's-
maps.
I will apply my fancy book learning, and Soren probably should too.
A percentile die in the dice. Yeah. I don't speak dwarven, but I recognize this phrase from the.
Incidentally,
I know two for certain.
Marin's now suddenly speaks
It's
Dwarven.
outside your can. Oh yeah, the map looks just right. That's impressive.
Hey, Carberry might have done it.
Hey, the map looks perfect. Look at that. It's neater than mine.
Yeah, steals the map.
I think I should steal it. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so you can't read it, but you get the vague sense that it's some sort of company script, like a Johnson and Johnson,
Or employees only.
Yeah,
restricted
yeah.
access.
managers only, something like that.
Wait, Marin has Dwarvish?
Well, I have language slots that are free, so
Oh,
The American speak Dwarvish. It literally says mind bosses only.
Well, right now, I get rid of mine bosses, guys.
yeah.
What's the Dwarven language called? Dethin or
Dethin.
Quarash? Death in? Oh, I have Death in too.
Oh,
I have the book of Seaward right here.
see, I don't have that.
Dwarvish.
Here we go. Yeah, definitely.
Deathen.
Yeah.
So if somebody has Deathen, you don't have to waste that slot yet.
Okay, we will hold on to it then.
Yeah, I love AD&D, don't you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
We
this
need-
game.
When are we gonna find the ancient halfling tomb? Because I got that. I got Brendar covered.
Well, the thing is the way when Brendar comes in, actually, Jennifer's character who speaks Brendar wants to save the world because she could read the invoices of lading from a library they found. Remember that scene? I know
That was-
exactly. Oh my gosh, they bought how much of which? Now we know how to save the world. Yeah,
That's what I actually took it for, is because it's a obscure kind of the kind of thing a person would need for research.
it's basically accountant ease. Yes,
Yeah.
Imagine, is this Venetian?
yeah,
Basically.
it's Venetian. All right, so you guys, what are you gonna do with this door? Which is
Well,
Where's where
I
the
will
boss
check
is
it.
now, so.
I will check it for traps.
The second verse traps before we kick it down.
Marin,
okay. El no trapos, but it is locked.
Hey,
Hey, we
that
have an
spell.
artifact recovery expert here that might be able to handle that.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
salvage.
Marin is
Dr.
looking
Jones,
pointedly at
yeah.
Smiths.
What's your pick locks?
All right, lock picking. Open locks 25, but I believe the sword would bump that to 30.
It would indeed. So check it, baby.
Because it's open locked. If you fail, you obviously know that you
Do you
failed.
think that he's figured out he's got a luck blade yet? Yeah, I said that out loud.
Only how many wishes it has left.
Well, it's a legacy weapon. So what happens is when he unlocks it, every time he unlocks it, he has to choose: do I get the wish or do I improve the power of the sword?
Oh.
No, it opened.
38.
It's old and rusted, so you had a plus 10.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo!
It's written right here in my notes, I swear. All right, so you open it up and you open the door. It opens automatically when you pop the lock, and beyond it is a tunnel that goes off north-northeast 30 feet and then opens into a chamber. And at the edge of the chamber, there's a bright glittering from the edge of the light.
Well, as the boss of this mine, I will slowly move down the tunnel carefully and see what we might find.
All right, you go down that way carefully. And
Rocks fall.
yeah, give me a D6.
Yeah. All right,
Hey.
You're hot tonight. Okay. You hear this weird clanking sound, and coming around the corner is what looks like a dwarf in full plate. But there's nobody inside.
Oh, no.
And its right arm ends in a big battle axe head. And his left arm is what looks like a crossbow. A small crossbow set up. Roll initiative.
Hmm.
Don't like.
Oh, come on. Well, I got -2 on that for dexterity, but oof.
We all act on 4.
Everybody's like about 4. Okay,
Oh,
here's the
I got
thing.
6. Pretty sure.
By the way, since you all act on 4, you beat it. So, Sam, go.
Does it have an armor type or no?
It has an armor type. Its armor type is 5.
5. It's in plate mail.
It looks like it's in plate mail. It's actually 5.
Give us a moment. Let me see. What's better, longsword or mace? I'll use my longsword when
I tell you, longsword is obviously better against 5. Yeah.
A large creature?
It is medium.
I'll go in with the bastard sword two-handed.
15 to hit.
Do it.
Nice.
Well, we're all going in.
You tied it, by the way. It's armor class 5.
Oh boy. Actually, I don't tie it. I'm a second level fighter. I beat it by 1.
Oh, that's right. Your second level. I keep forgetting. You leveled up.
Oh, I forgot the exclamation mark. Just a second. Hey.
I bet that's a hit.
I'm going on 6. Do I still pass there?
Yep, you're fine. It acts last like a zombie.
Oh.
You guys are rolling hot. Well, you guys were rolling hot.
I'm trying to figure out my damage.
To it, though.
3 damage.
I did 8 points.
Okay, so you hit it pretty good, and then that 21 to hit looks like a hit.
Oh, you forgot to roll like I did.
I've got 6 different dice rollers in my Discord channel, and
I'm all
it doesn't really matter what I type because it'll figure it out.
Total 13 points.
Another 13?
No, total.
Okay, 13. Okay, 12. Anybody else hit? I think they hit.
Oh,
What was that?
and Marin also did
Marin hit.
3 points. So
3 more points.
16. So it has more than 2 hit dice. We know that.
Man, okay, you hit it pretty hard. It is hurt pretty
It
bad.
has more than 2 hit dice, guys.
And
For
Cosman. Hang on,
and
Cosman.
Kai.
Cosman. I roll for Cosman. Oh,
Yep.
hold it. Who does Cosman belong to?
Cosman belongs to Carberry.
Okay, Carberry rolls for him.
All right.
And Kai is hanging back to heal later.
Yeah,
Mike.
and the goblins are hanging back because they're
The goblins have actually spun around and they're checking the back.
Good.
They're watching from behind you.
Good.
Hang on. There we go. One. Sorry, I lowered the thing and I can see. D20. And Cosman would, I guess, he'd be using a broadsword.
Yeah, Cosman fights as a cleric.
First
So
roll
he's
is a no.
That's going to be a no. Not by a lot, but he missed by 3. Anybody else?
Good boy.
Nope. Doesn't look.
Even with the armor class adjustments, he missed by 1.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so that's it. So he's going to swing, and he's going to swing at, unfortunately, he's swing at Cosman.
Oh no.
No.
And he misses with the battle axe. But as he misses, you hear this tink, 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 tink. And the string for the crossbow in his left forearm pulls back, and a bolt automatically loads from inside his arm. All right, new round. Roll it. D6.
What? Okay, this is a vote. Let me delete that. This thing is so finicky.
All right.
Hey.
All right, let's go. 1.
All right.
Carberry.
Swinging.
Or I'm
Go
sorry,
Carberry.
Dismas. I guess I'll take another stab at it.
Aha!
Nope.
Do I lose those? Do I lose those?
50
Uh,
XP.
No, not yet. No, you're doing fine. The
Still
50,
alive.
the 50 XP was for witty repartee, so you get to keep that no matter what.
Hey, you hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and it's a size regular, so it's roll 1d6 plus 2.
Marin, you can do that. Go ahead.
Hey,
Just
7
repositioning
points.
so I might get some more advantage
Is
on
it
it.
down yet?
It ain't down yet.
What?
Hey, 2.
Me, Bill.
El Tuffo Bado Gado.
Bill.
Do.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, 3.
Yeah.
4.
I
5.
didn't do for Cosman.
5.
Go Cosman.
Sorry, hang on.
Oh, don't worry
No,
about
just-
remembering next last. On the
Next last, so everyone gets to attack first. Nope.
Anybody else?
Cosman.
Broadsword.
Yay!
There's a hit. You got it.
2d4.
Oh,
2d4?
broadsword. I love broadswords against medium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, against medium foes, broadswords beat longswords across the board.
Real thing about broadswords being less common than sword swords or magic swords.
Yeah, that's true.
Ah,
Down.
It goes down. It falls into pieces, and you're lucky. You can see as it falls to pieces, there's an old rat's nest in it. And it had been eaten away. It actually was moving slower and had less hit points than normal because it's so
The
old.
rates for piloting it.
And there's no rats in it, but it's obviously was degraded. This was a Type 5 Dread Guard downgraded to a Type 2.
I think it was Type 5 would all be dead in the first round.
Well, considering we get 3 crossbow attacks before it closed with you on segment 1, yeah.
That's fair.
Well, you found a Type 5 Dread Guard.
Where?
Level 0, secret door number 2.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what. Oh no!
Right, but,
Oh no.
We shouldn't be here, guys!
but he's dead. It's
We
destroyed.
just killed the toughest thing in here. We're good to go.
Okay.
So-
and beyond it, you can actually see what looks like the treasure of a lifetime. The room beyond, you're in the middle of the the southwest wall. It's 30 feet wide. It's 30 feet deep. There's no other exits. But there are 3 piles of ingots that obviously were disarrayed. They were left behind. They're dusty. But they appear to be, and you can't tell at this distance, either silver or platinum.
Watch this tin. We're just being played for fools.
Actually, tin is incredibly valuable.
It's true.
Bronze. Okay, so
Now
30
it's
by
all
30
about
room.
30 by 30.
The square
30 by
is
30?
30?
Yep, no exits that you can see.
And is this
Okay.
4 ingots? How many?
All right, I will.
Where's the entrance? In
There are
the
100 ingots.
Here's
What
the
is
problem. Getting them out.
What is the weight of an ingot?
5 pounds apiece. As you get closer, it's obviously not silver or platinum. There's some shiny white metal that you've never seen before.
Mithril?
Not mithril. Mithril's blue-green.
And also they would not be 5 pounds per.
And the goblins
Vibranium?
know what it is. And the goblins want to know if they can have a bar each if they help slap it out.
I mean, like, that's just to be your payment for walking all the way over here. Anyway.
Yeah. So
I mean,
They'll even tell you, this is pure chromium.
and how much is that on the market?
Well, how much is 5 pounds of gold bar worth?
Here's the moment.
500 gold.
That
No, 50 gold piece.
50 gold each.
50 gold.
These are 20 gold per bar. 100 bars.
Oh, okay. More than enough money.
So less than gold.
Chromium is the essential material that dwarves use to make non-corroding steel.
So the weighted
Gold?
chromium.
Yep.
It's like the steel they used to hold King Kong. It's absolutely
right.
unbreakable.
Okay, so they're 20 gold a piece.
There's a 100 bars.
This
It's a
this might be a
2000 GP
thing. Also, if we can haul it and maybe take it to dwarves and sell it to them, there might be a. I mean, is the 20 GP for anybody, or would dwarves put a premium on it?
Around here where nobody can do anything with it.
Because you know what you use chromium for? Stainless steel primarily with requires electroplating.
Now, you literally, there's no place outside of Huzdun that can even use chromium.
How the heck are they using chromium?
Yeah, I think we want to load this up and take a little road trip, or get the word out to a dwarvish factor.
How much?
Yeah, the
free
dwarvish
stuff
factor. The
best
dwarvish
guys have?
factor is probably your best bet, and you know exactly where you can meet a dwarvish factor.
All right. Yeah, Mary, we can carry it. We can carry it out, and Goblin Town. we have with the 3 mules, we have more than enough room, weight room.
It's true. We have a lot of mules within
With
4
5,000
hours.
with 5,000 GP, so 500, and we've got the chest that can carry a bulk of stuff.
Oh, you're right.
Right? You forgot. That's what that chest is valuable. Isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah.
We have that, and we have 4 mules
And
within
horses,
50 pounds.
and we can
So
walk the horses.
Yeah, walk the horses and load the horses and walk them.
Yeah, it's because we can.
Yeah, if we run
Yeah,
out of
that-
time, I could carry it pretty easily.
And plus, we're down 5 ingots because the goblins each take 1 and sell them to the dwarvish factor. Okay, we're still risk.
Well, let's
bringing the wisdom to Jambo there.
I'm just saying, we find gold in this place. We're close enough. We can take multiple trips. I'm just saying. I'm sure they won't mind us buying every mule in town. Just walk into town, drop down 6 gold ingots. I'll take the finest mule.
That's a good point, That's a good point, Soren. But if we go sell this, we will have money and capabilities to come back and further explore the mine, perhaps with more henchmen and hirelings to be able to face bigger threats.
And also,
nobody else knows where this is.
And also,
that's fair. We can take it out if we want. I'm just wondering if we want to keep exploring first.
And the treasure that rumor that led to this was a bunch of silver ingots that were left behind when a mine was abandoned. That was the treasure lead that led us to this tree. So this was
what we were looking for.
This is probably what we're looking for.
But you guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, you guys waltzed past all my distractions right to the loot.
Trying to find like 3 more of those flipping skeletons. Actually, why the heck is there a skeleton here?
Why is there an Etten skeleton?
Because it was too expensive to carry out. Duh.
Yeah. So
people don't bother with mine.
My position would be load the stuff up, get the heck out of the mine. We get back to Goblin Town. We pay off the goblins and hopefully sell it at bulk all at once. Take the money, do all the stuff we want to do, and not tell anybody where we got it. Although the dwarves will want to know, and then we can further exploit this later on.
The dwarves
I'm on board.
If we retain the goblins, because I think they might be interested if we.
Oh, they know where it is too, don't they?
Yep.
Please note the correction. You guys were doing the math wrong because I described it inappropriately. It's not 20 gold pieces per ingot. It's 20 gold pieces per pound. My error.
So twice as money dense as gold. Now I'm excited about it.
100 gold pieces per ingot.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So,
all right, that's better money density than gold. I'm happy with this stuff.
Yeah, so let's get out of this underground.
I'm going to cry. I'm just saying.
Oh, we will! Because if there's another room like this, I'm getting the 4th level and it's too adventurous.
Okay.
Back into this place
all right. Yeah, let's get out of here and into someplace with a little more safety.
What time is it? How long have you been in the dungeon?
A long time.
Oh, there it is. All right. I need a surprise check.
We're all just sitting here like, risk.
All right, surprise check.
We've definitely been in for at least half an hour.
Yeah. What do I roll for surprise?
You were fine with the first one that you missed.
We keep cutting it so close with these surprise rolls. I'm not happy with
Holy simoleon, it's a 2 with the scout.
Again.
You guys should really buy
efficiency.
Another beer.
Efficiency.
I've seen Mendelism all around the chromium, like the goblins and everything.
Okay. That makes sense. The goblins, one says, you hear that? And the distance you hear.
Oh, no.
But it's a sound of metal on stone.
Marin is setting up for an ambush.
I think we need to plug our ears and get out of here.
Let's leave.
Yeah. And keep a close eye on everybody.
So who's plugging their ears? And what are you doing with the chromium?
We're loading it up on everybody's backs and keeping a sharp eye for anybody who starts looking weird.
Brother Kai wouldn't happen to be able to
about 5 minutes
on our behalf.
These are all working together.
Yeah.
And it's going to take you another half hour to get out. So it's going to be, call it 35 minutes to get to the crevasse.
It gives me a good maps.
Okay.
Just a straight line out.
All right. I need everyone in the next half hour. Nothing else happens. But give me a D20 from everybody. I'm going to do the goblins myself.
Add the saving throw bonus or no?
Add all saving throw bonuses if you add your wisdom bonus to your save if you have one.
Okay, I make it. Clearly. It's a saving throw.
I don't have a wisdom bonus, but I have that +2 from wherever.
All right, so we have Marin rolled a 2.
No, that's not.
No, that's a surprise. 18.
I got an 18.
18.
Yeah, one person has to see it.
Sick.
One moment.
Where's
Marin's
business?
checking to see.
Hang on.
Let me check something.
Gotta find Dismas again. Where's my...
Okay, let me check for Cosmin. I checked for him. Okay.
This is the
Cosmin
will
and
adjustment.
Kai.
Check for
I got
Kai.
no...
All right. All right. I think that's everybody.
Nope.
There it is. Okay. So
There we go.
Only half the PCs make it.
the two PCs that don't make it, you're going down the corridor and you both suddenly stop and just start tapping your foot. But your friends shake you a little bit and you get another D20.
Goblins, what are they doing? They just walk.
Two of the goblins do the same thing, but they both snap out of it when shaken. And Cosmin did it, but Kai wakes him up.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
So Marin now has to be led. He just wants to sit here tapping his foot in time with the tapping. But
No, he actually made it.
he did make it. He did make
Okay.
it.
Oh, you need to
Oh,
save
wow.
for that one because
Made it
what's
to the second
what is it?
round.
Oh, yeah, so let's see. Caribbean 13 with my chart. Makes it. Okay, good. Makes it. So
I can't hear you.
We made it.
you made it. So everyone gets into the crevasse, and as you pass the doors facing each other, the tapping fades away, so you can't sense it anymore.
Tapper risk in mine underline.
Yeah. Sam, you fought a tapper once.
In this very mind, how is it back? This is metagame stuff. How is it back?
You can't kill them permanently.
The mine's a loss.
They always come back. That's why they fled.
Up. All right. Well, that's...
Anyway, so you guys get to the crevasse. It's going to take you another half hour for the goblins to rig up. They're going to steal your rope, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fine.
Rig up a solution. And, 1, 2, 3, let me check my math. You guys can actually get back to the last tower just an hour after sunset.
Load it up with goodies.
Let's go.
So let me do your 2 encounter checks on the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no encounters.
All right.
Once you get there, you're back at civilization. So if you want to condense this, we can get you all the way back to Goblin Town with just one more set of encounters. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. On civilized road, so it's not as
I'm
bad.
up for that.
The only thing that happens is you pass a patrol on its way to check on the last tower, and they wave at you on the way by, and boom, you're at Goblin Town. The goblins are shockingly pleased with this job.
Mm-hmm, because he's got...
And they insist on buying you around at their favorite bar.
Sure thing.
I'll take a free drink.
Do they have meat?
Mm-hmm.
They do indeed. It's very popular here. It's quite popular with the dwarves that work here. All right, so you're dealing with a merchant, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
So you do indeed get 21 gold pieces per pound for the ingots with the dwarven master smith, but it's all or nothing. Take it or leave it. Now or never.
21 per pound?
21 per pound.
That's a gold piece more than what they're actually normally worth, guys. Let's take
Yeah, let's go for it.
21 times 500 pounds, 10,500. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
How many PCs we have in the party?
4 plus 2.
4.
It's been no count.
True.
2, 5. And we've got the skeleton was worth Dreadguard.
Oh my goodness.
Skeleton I killed.
I didn't think I would ever level up.
And I'm not counting the tapper because you ran away, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, regardless of how you divide the experience, that is 6,000 experience points per player.
What the heck?
6,000?
6,000. Remember
Our
the
power
rules?
level is over 6,000.
If you go past what you need to make another level, you do keep that experience point, but you can't earn any more until you level, and you can't have enough experience points to do 2 levels. So if it would take you 2 levels, you stop at 50 experience points below the next level.
I hesitate to say this, but how do we get 6,000?
This Red Guard.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Red
idea?
Guard
Red
was-
Guards are normally in Skull Mountain.
Well, not only that, but
Metagame, those Red Guards are normally in Skull Mountain, and they usually are a massive threat to the whole party in Skull Mountain.
well, and there's some other things going on that you guys don't know about. Trust me.
And also, don't forget we told about that whole thing going on in Esber, which gives us a bunch of experience points.
Oh yeah.
If you
Well, we get it out of the-
That's more than double what I thought we would get. That's all.
So, and what happens is when you, I'm going to do some meta just to save time. When you get back, you find out that they did indeed save the Baron who had been affected by some sort of mind power.
Oh, good.
So you
Yep, that's
effectively defeated another foe with your actions in that counts.
I see. That helps.
See, I think it was a domination of some kind.
Psionic domination.
So, what's the cost for leveling again?
100 gold pieces per level. You're going to
100 gold pieces for the level that you currently are. I'm giving you're right that you're going to.
is going to in Book of Seaward.
So like if you go to the second level, it's 200. If you go to the third level, it's 300.
Well, I'm only 50 XP away from being
Oh.
a fourth level fighter.
I thought it was 500 per.
No, it's 100 per.
Whoa. Can you train when you're multi-class? Can you train two things at once?
Happens all the time.
It's expensive gold.
Ain't expensive. It's expensive as jeepers.
I think we could afford expensive. Well, how much money did we each get?
Here, just a second.
Oh, and remember, you do not have to pay for leveling up your henchmen.
They do it themselves
That
so long as you're paying them.
As long as you're paying them, basically being your henchman is their training.
All right. So Cosmin is now a real man at arms.
Yeah, he's a man at arms with 3,000 experience points.
Do we each get 2,000? Oh, what about the Zen Stones we found?
Oh, I thought you forgot those, darn it.
We need to identify those back in Goblin Town because goblins are also good Zen identifiers.
Oh, I have identified too if we need it. Either
It's a
way.
pair of garnets that have been enchanted, but the enchantment seems to be related to the Dread Guard, so they radiate magic, but there's nothing they can do outside of a Dread Guard. But
What's it skulls and do Red Guard Zens?
I think it was animated.
What sort of bootleg necromancy were they doing back down there?
Dwarves can't be necromancers, so they use their animation abilities on all sorts of things. So it's so weird. This is steampunk dwarf stuff.
Oh no.
Oh,
So nobody's willing to buy them.
Oh, we know what they are.
Well, they're enchanted and weird, and they're from So
What about the Dwarven Merchant?
no, he doesn't want anything to do with them.
Okay.
Aaron, hold on.
I'll,
Anybody
use
a sling?
Cursed.
Well, not cursed. It's considered
Bill
bad
thinks,
luck.
Bill thinks they're cursed and bad.
Well,
Scholars can keep them.
If you can find somebody willing to buy them, they're worth 200 gold pieces each.
Well, I'm sure the scholars can figure out something to do with them eventually.
Like
There we
animate something apparently.
Crush them and turn them into a magic spelling. Something.
there we go.
But
Oh yeah.
we get 2,100 gold pieces each. The henchman get 1,050.
I want my horse back, Cosmin.
100 each. All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to do some math off the table.
No, so you guys effectively defeated enough foes and gathered enough treasure. And remember, if you defeat a foe, even if you don't know it, you get the experience point.
10. You ready to see? You ready to see how many hit points I get?
Roll it!
Hey!
Not bad.
I have. Where's my hit points?
So I'm about to say, is everybody leveling between sessions?
Yeah. How does so? I have to split it. I have to split this paltry amount. So that's going to kick me. That's going to kick me over in scholar and thief, and probably thief up to 3.
Probably.
What does that cost?
Okay, so
It's
what level
200.
thief are you?
It's 400 total, right?
What level thief are you now?
I'm 1 and 1. I've got.
Okay.
I'm about.
What's going to
I'm a
happen
little-
is you're going to go to 2 and 2, and
Yeah.
on the thief level, if it would normally take you to 3, you stop 50 below 3rd level.
Okay, and then the rest of those XP just go away on that.
Go away, and that's why a lot
Okay.
of guys who are multi-class with thief, their thief level is very XP is different than their main level, and that's going to cost you 400 gold total because you're going to second level in 2 classes.
Okay.
Okay, so to check that I understood that, I went from 2,000 Scout XP to 8,000 Scout XP, roughly.
It'd be fun.
Let me check my little magic book of stuff that I write down so I don't have to remember off the top of my head.
I think you're like me and are 50 experience points away from next level.
Scout. No.
Near the end.
Hedge mage.
Before the NPC.
Religious brother.
Lux?
I do that
Great.
right. I rolled the 1d4 and a 1d8, and I divided them both by 2, and then
so-
a new health.
What level scout are you currently?
2.
Okay, and what's your total experience point at this point?
Total experience point after the 6,000 is 8,145.
Unfortunately, your actual experience point total is 4,950.
Like me, I also lost a lot of experience points.
And I know that it hurts at low level, and I'm sorry for that, but when you get to higher level, it's going to be, yahoo, I'm leveling up, yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually level this time.
No, you go to third level.
You go to third level. You just don't go to fourth.
You just don't go to fourth.
You said 4,950, yes?
Did I misread that?
Oh, yeah, you might have misread that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
that's
I've been drinking, but I've been drinking.
You literally went past.
There's a reason I
Scout.
wasn't drinking for this session.
You guys should be happy about that hedge, man. I did it again.
Oh, I was wrong, actually.
This is why you're in trouble. Fourth level?
Oh.
Yeah, fourth level is 5,000.
In one.
And one, so you're at 4,950, which is almost max for third level.
Which you're going up to.
How many experience points do you have now?
Okay, just to jump back a little bit in what I have. So we got 6,000 XP, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I started with, let me just bring this in here.
Aha. Yes? No. Yes? No.
Oh, the
Yes.
bookkeeping. It'll take as long as killing the biggest monster.
All right.
I love that next
Oh, cool.
scene after they killed the wizard, they literally stripped the dungeon clean. Literally took everything.
Everything.
And it took them 6 hours. Okay.
Character. There we go.
Sheriff still out there?
Nope, they're gone.
Before was 2145. After,
See, to go to fourth level is 5,001 experience points. So you have to be 50 below that, so that's 4,950, and that's going to put you well inside third level. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I see what's going on. You're almost third level already, so you kind of got cheated a lot.
Yeah. So it's. So that's the 8,145 minus 5,000.
There you go. That's what's going to be your new total. You lost a lot, almost a little over 3,000 experience points, but you'll make that up in the future. Trust me.
When we go back and kill the tapper and then wait and then go back and kill the tapper and then wait and go back and kill the tapper. I played
Yeah, well,
RPGs.
luckily for you, it takes 2 years for the tapper to reanimate, and there's ways to get rid of it permanently, but it involves changing the mine.
Oh, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's attached. Yeah,
some
it's attached. Yeah.
multi-class HP, you roll both and divide by 2. That's right.
That's right. You roll one, divide it, and roll the other one, divide it, and then add them together. And remember, keep the 0.5.
Yeah. All right.
5,000. So
That's 3 more HP.
Nice.
Oh, this worked out pretty good. So I'm at 2 and 2, and I didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I'm at 2 and 2 and didn't lose anything either. I thought you might because your other one was Thief, which is lower cap.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Bill,
it's,
you're a solid third, right?
Yeah, 50 away from fourth.
Yeah.
About to be a hero.
All right, so this is getting bad. You guys are leveling up too fast. I'm about to wipe you all out.
Come on.
Okay, we do not walk under any rocks.
But Sam's right. Traditionally, we don't make actual character sheets until we're third level.
Because that means you have finally enough power and money that you can go on a quest to resurrect someone.
Yeah. Until then, we just use it. We use like printer paper and pencil. And once you hit third level, we print a character sheet for you. So you guys are.
Yeah, we moved up in the world, guys. We're third level.
So you guys can stay in Goblin Town. You can move around. We're going to stop at Goblin Town at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You can level up there or in a cull. There's plenty of trainers in both places.
If they have the money, I might look for a henchman.
Carberry, you're sure you didn't lose anything?
Yeah, I did, I didn't, because the third level on Scholar is 4,500, and my total on Scholar is 4,000 and change.
Yeah.
And Thief third level is 5,000, and my total on Thief is 4,700.